Being educated in the colleges and universities of the world does not lead to knowledge. Being adventuresome and traveling around the world does not lead to knowledge. Reading one book after another until your mind is absolutely full to the brim does not lead to knowledge. These things fill your mind with thoughts, fill your life with memories, and give you a great deal to think about. However, the way of knowledge is something else. Here you will want to lighten your burden. Here you will want to empty your mind. Here you will want to gain a greater inner freedom and will not want to spend the rest of your life defending your ideas or maintaining your memories. This is a different kind of journey, and it is a different kind of education. It takes an instructor of real ability and experience to foster and nurture your progress here. It takes companions who can share your growing understanding and who can encourage you and receive your encouragement in return. It requires the understanding that you are entering into an area of life that extends far beyond your ideas and beliefs. Here you must be willing to proceed without knowing what you are doing and without the false certainty that you so often and so habitually give yourself. Making yourself vulnerable to life in this way enables life to reveal itself to you and enables your bond with life to become realized and strengthened. This represents a very gradual process. You will not achieve it in a week or a month or a year. It is too great for that. To think that you can have it quickly or that you can use it for yourself is to underestimate its magnitude and to overestimate your ability. The greater community way of knowledge represents knowledge in a far greater arena of life, an arena which has great relevance for your life and which will be the dominant context for life in the future. Everything you are doing now is for the future as well as for the moment. The future will be built upon what you do today and what you do not do today. This represents your future, the future of your children and the future of your race. The greater community way of knowledge is being presented into the world, where it is unknown. It has no history and no background here. People are not used to it. It does not necessarily fit in with their ideas, beliefs or expectations. It does not conform to the world's current religious understanding. It comes in a naked form, without ritual and pageantry, without wealth and excess. It comes purely and simply. It is like a child in the world. It is seemingly vulnerable, and yet it represents a greater reality and a greater promise for humanity. The greater community way of knowledge will go unrecognized by many because it does not have the trappings and allurements with which everything else seems to be laden. It is unadorned and it is pure. It is hard to understand but easy to experience and to utilize. It seems strange and remote, and yet it is so akin to your nature. It seems to come from far away, and yet it also seems to emanate from within you. It seems mysterious and incomprehensible, and yet it provides certainty with every step that is taken towards it. It seems familiar to some, and yet it is quite different. It seems different to others, and yet it is quite familiar. Its familiarity is born of a greater association and empathy within you, which you are capable of experiencing. The greater community way of knowledge conforms to your nature and to knowledge within you but not necessarily to your ideas, beliefs or expectations, which are all based upon the past. The way of knowledge speaks of the future and of your responsibility to the future. It speaks of your nature and your purpose for it coming into the world. It speaks plainly and simply. It is deep and unfathomable, and yet it can be experienced fully. Like the passing of water through a great web or filter, it penetrates into the very heart of you and nourishes your growth and development here. The greater community way of knowledge represents translatable spirituality in the universe. It calls upon knowledge within you. It furthers knowledge and fosters knowledge, for knowledge is the very root of your life and the very source of your substance, meaning, purpose and direction. It provides a way to knowledge within you. It brings you into life and introduces you to the reality of life and the direction of life. It is both a journey into yourself and a journey into the world. Both happen together in a very special and united way. If you journey too far into yourself without understanding your responsibility or your context in the world, you will become lost in yourself. And if you journey too far into the world without building a greater association and foundation within yourself, you will become lost in the world. Therefore, relationship with yourself and relationship with the world must naturally grow together. Knowledge is here to do something. It is not here to take you out of the world. It is not here to provide an escape. It is here to provide contribution and completion. It prepares for the future by engaging you with life now. Knowledge uses everything that you think and everything that you have made, but for a greater purpose. It does not destroy your ideals. It does not destroy your relationships. It does not destroy your beliefs. It simply puts them to use. And if they cannot be put to use, they are gradually released, without condemnation or destruction. Everything then becomes useful and beneficial. The motivation for this comes from within you. Here you do not follow a hero or idolize a distant god. You do not worship a foreign individual or a foreign power. Instead, you become engaged with knowledge, and knowledge engages you with others. In this way, you gain your strength and authority. In this way, you learn how to give your life in the right place, for the right purpose, with the right people. This represents the plan of God. It represents a greater plan which is far beyond your ability to fully comprehend. It represents a plan that can work through you if you can work with it. It renews you, restores you, and gives you your proper authority over your thinking and behavior. And it reassociates you with the greater power within yourself and beyond yourself, which can guide you in life and give you a greater purpose and understanding. You begin the preparation by feeling the need. You begin the preparation by recognizing your limitations and the limitations of what you have established thus far. You begin the preparation by becoming humble and open within yourself, without assuming greater powers or extraordinary abilities for yourself. You open yourself because the need within you is propelling you forward. This is the evidence of knowledge within you, for knowledge is getting ready to emerge. No longer can you be complacent with it. No longer can you deny it. No longer can you dress it up to look like something else, or try to thwart it or manipulate it to give you something that you desire. Here knowledge is moving within you, and its movement is becoming stronger. It is as if you were attempting to give birth to something within you that needs to come forth, that needs to present itself in the world. It is a very long pregnancy and a very long delivery. However, its reality and its emergence into the world represent your fulfillment here and the completion of your greater responsibilities to God and to your spiritual family. As you begin preparation in the way of knowledge, you will pass through many thresholds of learning. Each is unique, and each will change your understanding to a certain degree. Here you must be flexible in your thinking and beliefs, for thinking and beliefs are like the eyeglasses that you wear. They either help you see or they do not. If they do not, then they are the wrong prescription for you. You must stay with the way of knowledge long enough to see what this means and to be able to choose wisely. People often give up when the preparation becomes hard, confusing or disorienting. They want to return to what they believed in before because they think it gives them greater security, but they have outgrown this security already, and so they cast themselves adrift in the world. Therefore, to learn a greater community way of knowledge, you must feel your greater need. You must realize the limitations of your current understanding. And you must not assume abilities that are not yours to assume. This openness and this honesty with yourself enable you to receive the gift that you could not receive or recognize otherwise. This is the beginning. If you have this understanding, you will be able to take the steps to knowledge without attempting to change them, deny them, alter them or skip them. You will be able to follow a way that goes far beyond your understanding and current ability. This will take you into a new territory and experience of life. Learning a greater community way of knowledge represents a tremendous challenge. You cannot understand it, experience it or use it from where you are now. That is why the way of knowledge has to take you to a greater vantage point in life. You are able to follow this not because of your ambitions, expectations or beliefs, but because knowledge within you moves you forward. Knowledge will take you one little step at a time. This is moving quickly. There is so much to learn, to unlearn and to reevaluate. Gaining a greater community perspective and wisdom both within a larger context of life and with specific everyday problems will require a new approach and understanding. Here you will learn what small problems are and what great problems are, what the small problems require and what the great problems require. This brings about maturity within you as you proceed. But to proceed, You must prepare and you must stay with the preparation. It is a remarkable accomplishment to learn a greater community way of knowledge in a world that has seemed forever isolated. It is a great accomplishment to recognize the need for this and to be able to develop the understanding, the perspective and the experience necessary to allow knowledge within you to respond to life and to issue forth its great gifts, which are meant for the world at this time. Knowledge is like a secret cargo hidden within you. You cannot find it on your own. You cannot gain access to it on your own. You must prepare for it and prepare with others to receive it and to contribute it. What you carry within you is a great gift and a great blessing for humanity. It will be given in ways that are specific and mundane ways that provide the necessary resources, abilities, understanding and effort to enable humanity to progress, to advance and to meet its challenge to survive and to prosper as a race according to its own destiny, a destiny which you share as long as you are here.